Good morning, it's August the 23rd, 2011. It's me, Steve Farry, the Big Shave. It's a Tuesday, and I always give a little weather report, I suppose, don't I? It's quite dull and overcast in Liverpool. It's quite warm as well, though. It's quite humid. Not very nice, really. You've got the heat, and you've got like this horrible clamminess. So let's continue. Let's press on, with what we're here for, and. Don't mind the dog's crying. So yesterday we tried this stuff, didn't we? The original lavender and tea tree oil, which was okay. I put that a bit longer actually. You see it, which is okay. Nice and smooth, actually quite lubricated quite well. So I'll give it, give it the thumbs up really. Today we're back to good old Arco, and larding up in the usual way. But I'm going back to me Merkur Futur as well. It's probably my favourite razor, and I'm putting quite a dodgy blade in it really. One I've not used for a while. This is a treat blade, and it looks odd as well. It's black blade, all the way from Pakistan. You see that? So I haven't used one of these for quite a while, and when I did I wasn't very impressed with them. So let's see what happens. So let's have a little think about the world as well. Gadaffi's reign in Libya seems to have, we all thought he was gone yesterday, and it's all of a sudden his two sons who are in custody, who escaped custody. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen, isn't it? He's a wily old fox, is probably the right expression, isn't it? Although some foxes might complain about being compared with him. Okay. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to wind this down. I don't want any accidents. That's better. I think with these type of razors, the adjustable ones, if you're using a strange blade, always set it to the lowest setting, so you don't have any unfortunate accidents. Okay, not too bad. Try my best not to put any pressure on the razor. Just let the razor do all the work. Push that out a little bit. I'm sure it's happening. So, how long will it take for Gadaffi to go? Has he really recovered? Is he coming back? Well, I've got a guest in the house actually. It's quite an interesting guest. I was out on Saturday. We've got a local park in Liverpool called Newsham Park, and I was out with the dog. We have an old Victorian bandstand which is a bit wrecked really. Doesn't get much use. I've never seen a band on there. I see kids drinking cider, stuff like that, but don't see much else. Anyway, I was standing there with the dog, and all of a sudden this big bird flew over. Big hawk. Well, I know it's a hawk now. I didn't know it was a hawk then. There's all feathers coming off it, like it was molting. And I realised it had something in its talons, and it was a biggish hawk. I'm not really sure what type it was. It wasn't as big as a peregrine, but it was smaller than a kestrel, and it was carrying a pigeon, which it had caught. So it was a hawk that was big enough for a pigeon. So I don't know what size that is. Anyway, it landed by the bandstand, and it was about to devour the pigeon. So I walked over to basically take a photograph of it, because I thought, understood that the pigeon would be dead at this stage. It seemed like an obvious assumption, and I went over. The hawk flew off because it was frightened of me, but left the pigeon behind, and the pigeon was sort of sitting there on the floor, and I thought, oh, I'll go over and see what it's like. If it's in a bad way, I'll wring its neck, because it's probably better off being dead if the hawk comes back rather than being eaten alive, which is going to happen to it. And it wasn't in bad condition actually. I'm doing a fourth pass now. I just realised I've not been concentrating, so I'm just got to pick up some stuff. And I picked it up, and it was alive. The hawk had just taken off its tail feathers, presumably so it couldn't fly away, and was about to eat it, but it hadn't actually damaged it. There was no cuts on it, so I took it home, not thinking it was going to survive really, because I brought in injured birds before, and they've always died, and this time, you know, I put it in a box with a lid on it and left it overnight, and then the next day, put some water in, of course. Next day I bought some seed. It was still alive the next day, which was a big surprise. It's not a pigeon as well, it's a dove. It's a little grey dove. It's a lovely little thing, and it's alive. So it's flourishing actually. It's eating the food. I know it's eating the food because I put the food in the container. When I come back, it's gone. And it's trying to fly, but it's obviously having problems with these tail feathers. And I'm gonna leave, seeing as it's you know, seems to be thriving, I'm gonna leave it a week, look after it, and then try and take it to the park and see how well it flies. And if it can get up into a tree, then obviously we'll leave it, you know, leave it to the Mother Nature to sort out. So here you go. That was a very, very cheap treat blade from Pakistan, which I picked up in Turkey. I think you can get them on eBay. And the old Merkur Futur, Arco soap, Arco cologne, and Arco cream. And there you go. So, best of British. Right, quick. I think I'll just do one last thing actually. Never try and sort out your CD collection and put them in alphabetical order and then get fed up halfway through. That's what I say.
England's men lost 4-3 to Holland. Racing selections run at Setchford 3:15, number 1 Sadler's Deal, and Warwick at 7 o'clock. It's number 5 Chunky Diamond.
Thank you very much. Tomorrow afternoon on BBC Radio 4, there's another chance.
That's the dove. Okay, so it's goodbye from me, and after an unusual big shave with me, Steve Farragher, all the way from Liverpool, and see you all tomorrow probably.
20-year-old Sophie Lancaster